Hello, gentlemen. Today we shall talk about the 5 best defensive playbooks in Madden 23. Now, this is just my opinion, so if you don't like it, don't give me no sass. I'll smack you. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 5, we have the 4-6 playbook. Now, I want to be a little honest with this one here. It's only at number 5 because you can't access it in MUT right now. You cannot access the alternate playbooks. So that's kind of why it comes in at number 5. But I do consider it one of the best playbooks in the entire game. It would be even higher if it wasn't for the fact that it's not available on MUT right now. But the reason it's so good is, 4-6 normal's always been kind of a good formation. I wouldn't call it the best. You do have the speed package that gives you a lot of, obviously, speed on the field, and you don't get weak box. So it's always been a pretty good formation. Always had some struggles defending the sidelines and stuff with this formation, and it's always a single high look, so it's not the best formation in the game, but it's it's something you could definitely use. 3-4 bear, and then you have a couple good nickels. So you have the 3-3, which is previously 3-3-5 normal, and then you have 3-3 cub, which is previously 3-3-5 wide. So that's been a very popular thing over the past couple of years, is audibling down from 3-3 to 3-3 cub. Gives you a lot of speed at linebacker. You can have 3 different safeties, and you can do that again this year. And then you have big nickel over G, and you also have dollar. So these are just all classically, I don't know if that's a word. They're just formations that have always been good. The only thing I'll add is the fact that it doesn't really have a good 3-4 or 4-3. It doesn't have very good base defense, but honestly, if you're a competitive person, you should not be in base defense all that much these days. It's just too slow. You don't have the best. I mean, there's a 4-3-6-1 even that's still pretty damn good. But just generally speaking, you want to be looking at the nickels. That's what makes the playbooks. So just keep that in mind. You just have so many good, fast looks out of this playbook. Coming in at number 4, we have the New England Patriots. So that's going to be 2 top 5 finishes for them. They're probably the best overall team in the game when it comes to playbooks. And I'll explain why. So the number one reason, well, I wouldn't say the number one reason, I'd say a very big reason is that it has both 3-4 and 4-3, and it has good formations out of both. So you have the 3-4 odd, which has just always been a good balanced formation. Now, yes, it's not meta because you don't have safeties at linebacker, but you can still get really good pressure, and you could technically make it work on some level. It has 3-4 bear for you crazy people. And then it has 4-3 even 6-1, which is an extremely viable formation. And it's still going to be viable, especially right now where quarterbacks just can't get rid of the ball super quickly. Sending 6 is actually really, really good right now. So this is a perfect formation to do it out of. And yeah, I think it's still a good viable formation just like it was last year. And then the other reasons is we have 3-3 odd, formerly 3-3-5 odd. 2-4 double A gap. Really love double A gap this year. And it has like a standard, nickel normal look, which is 2-4, except, you have 2 outside linebackers instead of defensive ends. And then for the dimes, you have a dime 1-4 and a dime sugar week. So I'm going to be exploring this dime sugar week over the next coming days and seeing if I can really get this to work. I don't know if it would get crushed in the run game. It could be weak box, but I could maybe put linebackers here and prevent that from happening. So I'm going to take a good look at this formation because it just looks really good. It's symmetrical. You can get a lot of edge pressure. So that's one of the reasons it comes in at number 4 is because it has, a unique formation that you won't find in other playbooks. Coming in at number 3, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is a playbook that, it doesn't have the best base formations. It does have 4-3 even 6-1 that we just talked about when we talked about the Patriots. And you can definitely use this as a base formation. You just don't have many options. 4-3 over, under. Those haven't been good for a very long time. Over solid. I'm not saying they can't be good. I'm just saying they traditionally have not been good. So they're not very useful to us as of right now. And then 3-4 under, same case. But where, you get the real value out of this playbook is with the speed formations. So big nickel over G has always been pretty good. Nickel over, which I believe is nickel normal. It has 3-3, which is 3-3-5. And it also has $3-2. So $3-2-6 in the past. You have some really good options with your speed formations. I don't know how good dollar is going to be this year in regards to just being a balanced formation that can hold up against the run and the pass. Obviously, it's going to be good versus the pass. We've known this for a long time. You just have like the perfect look to get edge pressure, and you obviously have a lot of speed on the field. So we'll see how this formation does in the coming weeks. But, you know, you have all the tools you need to stop the pass out of this playbook. Coming in at number 2, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's actually 2 top 5 finishes for them as well. So them and the Patriots have the best playbooks overall. I did overrate them on offense a little bit. So the Patriots really are the best in regards to just having good balance on both sides of the ball. But obviously you don't have to pick your playbooks in tandem. You don't have to have the Patriots offense and the Patriots defense. You can mix and match. But besides the point, let me talk about why the Bucs are so good on defense. So you're not really picking them for your base defense here. You do have 3-4 Bear and Cub. Cub is kind of like a 3-4 odd, just a little bit more spread out. But what you're picking this playbook for is your nickel formations. So you have 3-3 Cub, again, 3-3-5 wide, 2-4 double A gap, or 2-4 double mug as it's called now. And like I said, it's very, very good. Just trust me. I'll show you guys in the coming days how good this formation is. 2-4-5 odd. This is something that a lot of people ran the past 2 years. Maybe not the past 2 years. I actually can't remember if it was 2 years ago. I know it was for sure last year. And how good it was. Because it holds up against the run and it can really box the pass. So that's in this playbook, and that has, you know, the standard 2-4. And then you also have 2 good dime formations. You have 2-3 will and you have 1-4. I'm toggling between the 2, and you're not seeing any difference, but the difference is, for instance, with 1-4 you only have 1 guy with his hand in the dirt, and then with 2-3 you have 2 guys with the hand in the dirt. It's not like a super big deal. There's like some like minor nuances between the 2 in regards to like the different plays you have and how they align a little bit, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. That's going to take way too long. But again, it's just like the Chiefs. This is another good formation, or not a formation, a playbook to help you stop heavy passers. And coming in at number 1, we have the Las Vegas Raiders. So quick thing I want to mention about them is, in the video yesterday, I kind of gypped them out of a spot because I had the Patriots at number 1. Spoiler alert for those of you who didn't see that video yet. And the Raiders have the exact same playbook because Josh McDaniels went from the Patriots to the Raiders. So you know how EA does it. They just kind of get lazy and copy and paste. So I didn't include them on the list, but they should have been tied with the Patriots for number 1. So that makes 3 teams that were in the top 5 yesterday that are in the top 5 today. So it's not like it matters because you don't have to. You can mix and match your playbooks, but just kind of something cool. And the reason this playbook is so good is you have kind of a little bit of everything. You have 3-4 odd, 3-4 bear, 3-4 cub. You have 4-3 even 6-1. So right off the bat, you have like all the good base defenses that you need. And then you have big nickel over G. You have nickel 2-4, 2-4 double A gap, 3-3 odd, and 3-3 cub. So, I mean, all of your nickels are usable, like literally all of them. So far, all of your base is usable. All of your nickels are usable. And then the only thing that it kind of lacks at is the dime. I'm not a huge fan of dime 2-3 Sam, but it's the same look as like a $3-2-6. You know what I mean? Like you have the 3 guys, 3 defensive linemen basically. Then you have the 2 linebackers that can be turned to safeties. And then you have the 2 extra slot cornerbacks. It's the same look. So it does still give you that option versus like maybe a spread look, or if you want to get some additional speed on the field, it's still the same kind of alignment. So there's really no weakness in this playbook. It has, you know, everything except for like a 3-3 normal. If it had a 3-3 normal, everybody would use this playbook, I promise. Because 3-3 normal is really, really good actually. There's some really good blitzes that are going around out of that formation, which I'll try to cover in the coming days. Okay, so that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please take half a second to drop a like. It helps my channel a ton. And then, as always, subscribe for more Madden 23 content. If you guys need additional help, you can go to acemadden.com, check out the memberships, use code ACE for 15% off at checkout. You will gain access to all of our ebooks that we post as long as you're subscribed. And the first one will be out on the 19th. Looking forward to help you guys out this year. I'll see you tomorrow.